Have you ever caught yourself wondering if that married woman you know might secretly be attracted to you? Maybe it was the way she held eye contact just a little too long, or how she laughed at your jokes even when they weren't that funny. Perhaps she remembers the smallest details you've mentioned, or finds excuses to start casual conversations with you. Here's the truth: attraction doesn't always come with loud signals. Sometimes, it hides in subtle, almost invisible gestures that most men completely overlook. And when it comes from a married woman, the signs become even more complex. She won't come out and say it directly. In fact, she'll usually do everything to disguise it. But psychology shows us that attraction always leaks out in small, unconscious ways. It's written in her body language, her choice of words, and the unique attention she gives you compared to everyone else. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about chasing unavailable women or encouraging forbidden affairs. This is about awareness. It's about understanding human psychology, so you can read between the lines and never be confused about someone's intentions again. Most men are blind to these signals and either misread friendliness as attraction, or worse, miss the attraction completely when it's right in front of them. Today, we're going to uncover *4 subtle signs a married woman may display when she's attracted to you. These aren't cliches or obvious red flags. They're subtle, often hidden in plain sight, but once you know what to look for, you'll never mistake them again. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to tell the difference between polite kindness and genuine attraction, and you'll see social dynamics in a whole new way. 1. Extended eye contact that lingers too long. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, this couldn't be more true. For a married woman, attraction is often something she tries to hide, but her eyes tell the story anyway. When a glance lasts a second too long, when her gaze lingers and locks with yours even in a crowded room, it's rarely accidental. Prolonged eye contact creates an invisible bond, a silent acknowledgement that words don't need to explain. In psychology, this type of lingering eye contact stimulates feelings of connection and intimacy. She might look away quickly after being caught, but the spark remains, a flicker of interest she can't completely mask. Unlike casual eye contact, these moments feel different. You sense depth, warmth, and unspoken tension. If it happens repeatedly, it's a strong indicator she feels something deeper than polite acknowledgement. Her eyes reveal what her words won't, that your presence stirs something real inside her. 2. She creates accidental opportunities to be around you. Attraction rarely stays hidden for long, and one of the clearest signals is when she engineers opportunities to be near you. A married woman won't come right out and say she wants to spend time with you, but her actions often give her away. Notice how she happens to be in the same hallway when you're passing by, or how she conveniently shows up where you're known to be. These patterns are rarely random. Human psychology reveals that when we're drawn to someone, we subconsciously seek proximity. Even subtle excuses, asking harmless questions, joining group activities she knows you're part of, or finding reasons to stand or sit closer, are ways of staying connected without directly expressing desire. What makes this powerful is the balance of subtlety. She won't make it obvious, because the stakes are higher, but she'll ensure you notice her presence often enough to spark curiosity. Every coincidental encounter adds fuel to the fire of attraction. She may frame it as accidental, but beneath the surface, it's her way of pulling you into her orbit. Repetition is the giveaway. When it keeps happening, you can be sure it's intentional. 3. She shares personal or emotional details with you. One of the most overlooked signs of hidden attraction is vulnerability. When a married woman begins to share parts of her personal life with you, her frustrations, her dreams, her struggles, it signals more than casual conversation. Most people guard their inner world carefully, and especially in marriage, certain emotions or desires may remain unspoken. If she chooses to open up to you, it's a strong indicator of emotional trust and connection. Pay attention to the topics she shares. Does she reveal things she doesn't talk about with others? Does she confide in you about issues that require empathy rather than small talk? That level of disclosure means she feels safe with you, and emotional safety is the foundation of attraction. Psychology teaches us that sharing personal details deepens intimacy, and she knows this, whether consciously or not. In those moments, you stop being just another acquaintance and become a confidant. The more she shares, the more she's signaling that you occupy a unique place in her world. And often, those quiet conversations, whispered truths that others don't hear, are where attraction takes root and grows strongest. 4. She uses subtle physical touch or playful gestures. Physical signals are often the hardest to disguise because they happen almost instinctively. If a married woman is drawn to you, she may find subtle, almost innocent reasons to touch you, brushing your arm as she passes, adjusting your collar, or playfully nudging you during conversation. These gestures seem small, but they carry a weight of intimacy that words can't match. Touch bypasses logic and speaks directly to emotion. In fact, research shows that even light, fleeting touches release oxytocin, the bonding hormone. If she repeatedly seeks these small points of contact, it's rarely accidental. Beyond touch, playful gestures, leaning closer than necessary, mirroring your body language, or laughing a little too easily at your jokes, also hint at attraction. These are subconscious ways of bridging the physical gap between you. What's important to notice is consistency. A one-time accidental brush doesn't mean much. But if she continues to find excuses for contact, it's her body revealing what her mind might try to conceal. When combined with the other signs, lingering eye contact, emotional sharing, and proximity, subtle touch becomes one of the clearest indicators that she feels more than she's willing to openly admit. So, here's the truth. When a married woman shows you these subtle signs, the lingering eye contact, the coincidental encounters, the personal confessions, and those small but meaningful touches, it's rarely just random behavior. Each of these is a window into her emotions, her unspoken desires, and the connection she may feel with you. But remember, with awareness comes responsibility. Just because you can now recognize these signals doesn't mean you should always act on them. Attraction is powerful, but wisdom lies in knowing when to engage and when to step back. What matters most is understanding the psychology behind these behaviors. Once you can read between the lines and see what's really being communicated, you'll never be blind to hidden attraction again. You'll start noticing these patterns everywhere, in conversations, in body language, and in the smallest gestures. That's the power of emotional intelligence. So the next time you hear her words, see her eyes linger, or feel her presence near you more often than chance would allow, don't dismiss it. Pay attention. Attraction always leaves clues. And once you learn to read them, you hold an advantage most men never will.